Chapter 1, Run But Here. And now, just for you, my lovely viewers, I'm going to do something that, I'd rather not do. I'm going to show you how to do an NPC summon in Bloodborne. We're going to go to the Central Yharnam lamp. Alright. Arrive back in Central Yharnam. And now, I'm going to show you how you can summon an NPC.
Away!
How you can summon an NPC for the very first boss fight in the game. Now, obviously in order to do this, you need to acquire the Beckoning Bell and some insight, as I demonstrated in my previous video. Once you've done that, go through the shortcut that... Oh, by the way, here's a little lore item. I think I already covered that. I guess we'll find out soon enough. So now, we're going to go take the shortcut to the bridge. It's interesting how they say you're a beast and they look like that. Now, there's a couple of possible explanations for that. Number one, it could be that they're beasts and they've gone insane. However, if they've gone insane and they're attacking everyone indiscriminately as beasts, then why aren't they attacking each other? They seem to be banding into packs and staying together. And if they become completely mindless beasts, then they'd probably be attacking each other. Which makes you think that maybe you're the one who's insane? Maybe you're the one who's mindlessly attacking innocent people, and that they don't actually look like that, and that's your bestial nature causing you to view them that way? Well, I messed that up, but that doesn't matter. Now, see these beasties over here? You don't want to fight them 2-on-1. So, come here, puppy. So, you could use pebbles for this, or you can cheese them. I'm going to cheese them because at this point in the game, they're a pain in the ass. And I don't want to die over and over. Also, it shows you a way. Now, normally I would fight them, but I want to say my approach to the Cleric Beast. As you can see, even cheesing them, they still manage to take me down. Now over there, we've got a few lovely customers. And I'm going to go take them out because I'm just going to clear the whole path to the boss. So, what you want to do here, even though I want to save bullets, unfortunately. So, actually, you know, I might leave the troll and just bait the crows. And then I can have my summon deal with the troll. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, crow. Come here, crow. Crow? Crow, seriously. Come on. Okay, those crows are seriously hard to take. Come on, crow. Come on. Alright, one last crow to bait. And then actually, I'll see if I can't score a backstab. That would be something. Come on, crow. Come on, crow. This brick troll is being really stupid. Alright, we're gonna see if we can't score a backstab. Very quiet. Well, ladies, gentlemen, gender fluid and non-binary persons, I just put on a fucking clinic on how to take out those damn troll, how to take out that troll right there. Holy shit. So, that'll lead back down to the dog area. If you remember that place. And then this area... I don't remember what's down in this area. Let's check it out. I can hear the original brick troll. OG brick troll. Oh yeah, there are items. There are probably crows around here too. Okay. So what we see here... I nearly fell down there. This is another path down into the sewers. And then there are a couple of items up here, obviously. I'm gonna keep my whip out, just in case. You never know. Crows hiding around. Got some bloodstone shards out here. You can see all those dick bags down there. A bunch of pebbles. That's pretty awesome. Like I said, like I always say, pebbles are the most important item in the entire game. And if you don't think that pebbles are the most important item in the entire game, I don't know what to say to you. Bloodstone shard. Because pebbles let you engage enemies one at a time. And there's nothing better than engaging enemies one at a time. So that's obviously someone who's having a problem with the wolves. The easy solution to having a problem with the wolves? Cheese, obviously. Okay, now we're going to go down here and we're going to come at this backwards. So that rifleman spotted us. Dogs have high perception, so they usually spot you first. Dogs in the rifleman. Now, the thing about that brick troll that we first originally encountered, he will hear you fighting up here. See? Here he comes. When you fight up here, this troll will hear you, and he will come a-calling. So... I don't want to use bullets. Fuck. Of course, that was a dumb decision to not use bullets because I'm gonna get bullets right here from that rifleman that I just killed. Don't be mean. Think things out. Think things through before you do stupid shit. And nearly get yourself killed for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Alright. So, if you'll notice here, that's an odd-looking note. That looks different than the other notes. Okay, anyway. Regular notes don't quite look like that. This is a dev note. And if you look, ring the beckoning bell if you require assistance. So, I'm only going to do this once. If I die to the boss, I'm not going to do it again. Because I don't want to lose insight. What the fuck? Well, I guess you're not getting to see the summon. But there are NPC summons work a little bit differently in Bloodborne than they did in Dark Souls because... Wait a second. Huh, that's weird. Because of the way summoning works, you don't leave a summon sign, so these are NPC summon signs, these shining messengers. The glowing messengers are NPC summon signs, and if you ring your bell on top of one, you will summon in an NPC. Did I forget to get that item? I did. So, my game is glitched a little bit, I think, because I got disconnected. So anyway, we're gonna go back up through all this field of corpses. And now, an interesting thing that they did with Bloodborne as opposed to Demon Souls and Dark Souls is they changed boss rooms. Boss rooms, boss arenas, no longer have fog gates on them before you've discovered them. So, this archway right here, that's where, if this was Dark Souls, the fog gate would be. But this isn't Dark Souls, this is Bloodborne, and they don't warn you. Now, I'm gonna try something. Because why not? Okay. So, obviously, you have oil urns, and oil urns don't do anything except increase the amount of fire damage that an enemy's gonna take. And so you throw an oil urn and then a Molotov. Now the Pungent Blood Cocktail, I don't know if that'll work, but it's supposed to draw the attention of beasts. Okay. So, let's challenge this boss. Alright. Now that the boss has appeared, a fog gate has opened behind us. Now, if you're trying to hit him with a thrown item, you want to aim for the chest. There are 2 target points. Over there, you can see some Quicksilver bullets that the devs helpfully left. Alright, once he does that, his head is regenerated. Alright, come on, big guy. Come this way. He dodged. Alright, his head is regenerated. Go for the visceral attack once he regenerates his head. know, I feel like the boss is glitching out. Why is he doing the same attack over and over? Okay, he's doing that attack a little bit. Grab these bullets. I've never seen the boss do this. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Is he glitching? Maybe you can only do a certain number of visceral attacks on him, and then he panics. I've never seen him do this. Yeah, he's definitely doing different attacks. I think it's because I've hit him in the head so many times. That was weird. I'm not gonna lie, that was weird. Alright, now, for defeating the Cleric Beast, we receive the Sword Hunter badge. Huh. Maybe there's a maximum number of times you can do the visceral attack, because I mean, he seemed to be attacking just fine in the beginning of the boss fight, and then he just started spamming that same attack over and over. It was really weird. So now we light a lamp and return to the Hunter's Dream very quickly. I could have finished that boss much faster, except for the fact that I wanted to do the visceral attack. The visceral attack's fun. I think maybe maybe that's a mechanic that I wasn't aware of. I know because the first time that I did that boss fight, I beat it in one try, and I only managed to score one visceral attack. Because I didn't really understand how to make it work. I didn't understand how inaccurate you were and how close you had to be. That was, I don't know, that was weird. Anyway, point being, we've now defeated the Cleric Beast, and if you'll notice, we went from 1 insight to 5 insight. So this is the way the insight mechanic works. The majority of the insight you obtain will be by seeing and defeating bosses. When you, generally speaking, the general rule is, when you see a boss for the first time, you will gain 1 insight. And then when you defeat a boss, you will gain another 3 insight. Now, obviously, that's not always the case. Sometimes the numbers will vary. Another way to gain insight is to be summoned. If you offer yourself to be summoned and you are summoned, you will gain 1 insight if you help the Master of the World defeat the boss. Okay, he has nothing to say. So, I believe, and I'm not exactly certain, I'm not entirely certain, but it's possible that with higher insight he will talk in his sleep. So, that's one of the reasons why I want to save my insights, so that I can show you guys the interesting things that happen when you have insight. Now, if you noticed, When we defeated the Cleric Beast, not only did a new lamp show up, but we received the Sword Hunter badge. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church, the Silver Sword, is the symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many Healing Church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. Now, the question is, was that beast, which is called the Cleric Beast, was it just a cleric? Or was it Ludwig, the first of the Healing Church hunters? That's the question that I'm asking. So, and if I look in here, after you defeat the Cleric Beast and gain the Sword Hunter's badge, some new items open up. So, yeah, I still have plenty of blood vials and bullets stored, which is nice. It's nice to have, you want to have a backup. The hand lantern is something I'm going to want to get, but not yet. I don't need it yet. The hand lantern is helpful. It doesn't light up as much as a torch, but it lets you see and still have your gun equipped. Now, the hand lantern is opened up by the Sword Hunter badge, and okay, so I was wrong in thinking, I was thinking for a while that the Cleric Beast was an optional boss, but it isn't, because the sword badge gets you the Hunter Chief emblem in the shop, which you need to progress through the game. So Cleric Beast is a necessary boss. My apologies, but you can fight it later on than you would have otherwise. And if you'll see here, we have a new weapon in the store, the Kirk Hammer. And then, if we go here, we also unlocked the repeating pistol. Anyway, so those are the items that are unlocked by acquiring the Sword Hunter badge. So, now, I'm going to buy some blood vials. Okay. How many? Okay, I'm going to buy one Quicksilver bullet, and I'm going to buy as many blood vials as I can. Blood vials are more valuable than Quicksilver bullets, so, yeah. So, I like to have at least a backlog of a full inventory in each, and there we have it. So, and you'll notice once we got the Sword Hunter badge, a third messenger showed up. So I was right earlier when I made the assumption that acquiring the badges and acquiring new items adds new messengers. So now we're going to move on to the next boss. Oh, we actually got some cold blood, dude. Oh, whatever. Alright, Pebbles and Molotovs equipped. We're not going to go to the Great Bridge, because then we just have to fight through enemies that I don't want to fight through. Oh, one moment. Before we go to the next boss, let's speak with Gilbert. Oh, actually, before we even do that, let's go speak with Yosefka. I'm going to go speak with Yosefka very quickly. It's important after every boss that you go back and talk to NPCs. After every boss, you should go back, revisit areas you've been to before, talk to NPCs that you've met before, see if they have anything new to say or anything new to offer. Very important to do this. Now, obviously, if I end up speaking to a particular NPC and it turns out that they didn't have any progression in their storyline, then I will cut that out and I will only show successful progression. As you can see, no online activity in this area because it's a no online area. Or no, yeah. So let's go talk to Yosefka and see if she has anything to say.
You are safe, thank goodness. But I'm afraid nothing will change my mind. I cannot open the door. Please, try to understand my position. I pray for your safety.
Okay.
You are safe. But I'm afraid, please, I pray...
Okay, we've exhausted that dialogue. Well, okay. So, I know there's another dialogue strain, but apparently we're not going to get it until we beat the next boss. And then we're going to talk to Gilbert. Because that bridge that he sent us to, dead end. The gate at the end is closed and you cannot open it. So, Gilbert, how's it going, friend?
Yes, I see. But the Great Bridge is the only way to the Cathedral Ward. And during the hunt, the bridge is closed. You could try the aqueduct. There's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful area south of the Great Bridge. From there, an aqueduct leads to the Cathedral Ward. Not a place you'd normally want to visit, but I don't imagine you have much of a choice, do you?
Nope. Alright, Gilbert. Thanks for helping me out, dude. I appreciate it. So, we're gonna go through this shortcut area again, and you know what? I'm gonna go kill that wheelchair guy just because Quicksilver bullets. You can attack with the torch. Oh, there we go. Some bullets. And now, we're gonna go talk with our friends the trolls. Pretty simple boss run. Not many enemies to kill. You can run past pretty much all the enemies. So, come here, buddy. And killed that guy. Timing, you need to do it a few times to get the timing down. It's basically, the timing is essentially when they start to move forward, which obviously is going to be different for different enemies. So now, since we've already gone through the sewers, we just go right to this shortcut that we already opened. And it just goes straight down. Now, we can go down the ladder and then go around and have them deal with these enemies for us, but instead, I'm going to show you what happens when you try to deal with this mob. So there's the mob, and so that didn't end as well as I thought it would. I messed that up a little bit. It doesn't always go the way you plan. So now, here is another troll. Another brick troll. So we're going to lure him down to an even keel. And then... How satisfying is that? Like, seriously. It's so much fun. Did those assholes back there leave any items? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So here's this guy. He's got a shield. Shields are for losers. Didn't you get the memo? So there's that ladder that we came up earlier and suddenly saw them and we're like, oh shit, didn't mean to go this way. So now, I'm going to sneak up on some enemies. So the key here is you're going to sneak up behind them and Yeah, these guys are built a little tougher than your, these half-beasts are built a little tougher than your average mob guys. So, that's why Visceral attack. Bloodstone Shards, Bolt Hunter's Mark. I would have preferred something other than that, but, you know, whatever. I would have preferred, Blood Vials and whatnot. Okay, so now, at this moment in time, I'm going to change up what I'm using. I'm going to equip the tiny music box that we were given. And why am I going to equip the tiny music box? You'll see. Alright, I've got Molotovs. I'm not going to bother with oil urns and all that. So anyway, this fight is, I think, one of the coolest fights in the game. It's obviously an early game fight, and if you read here, superior being, shut the fuck up. Alright, so in a moment you'll understand why. No, he's not. Oh, well, okay, there's another event that person's referring to. Okay, so we walk in here and get our first boss cutscene.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Meet Father Gascoigne. Get caught on the gravestones.
Sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
Alright. Now that he's got the axe, I don't want to reach because I'm not going to beat his reach. I used 18 bullets in that fight, and it was well worth it. And I don't think there's anything more satisfying in that fight than finishing it with the visceral attack. It's just a perfect ending to that fight. And a lot of people I see having trouble with the fight, they don't, they kind of ignore their gun. And I think you really need to utilize your weapon. You have your gun for a reason, and you really need to utilize it. So, as you can see, I now have 9 insight, because, let's see, I started at 5, and I got 4, 1 for, you get 1 for, seeing the boss initially, 1 for seeing him transform, and a final insight for seeing, for completing, for beating him. Now, there's an item down there, and it's an important item. Obviously, we just killed that little girl's father. There's an item down there, but there's a rumor that the quest trigger, that you can do different things with the quest if you don't grab it yet. So I am not going to grab that. I'm not going to grab that item quite yet. And with that key, I can open this gate. I really like that fight. It's fun. And I really enjoy it. I love that fight so much. So here we are. So that fight takes place in the Odin Tomb. And up from the Odin Tomb, we make our way into the Odin Chapel. And we come across our first treasure chest, which is super cool. Let's see what this says. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. Bergenworth spider, huh? I wonder if there's going to be anything relating to that later on. Who knows? So, good old Dark Souls habit, check for mimics. I haven't found any mimics, but I haven't had 60 insight either. So I've got the Blood Gem Workshop tool now. And that is something that allows us, once we have Blood Gems, to socket them into our items. Or our weapons. Okay. And now we've reached the Odin Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. This is the entrance to the Cathedral Ward. So, before we do anything else, let's talk to this fellow here.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, I tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Odin Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over. If you wouldn't mind.
So, this fellow looks a little weird, but he seems like an alright guy,
I know
right?
I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, Tell them if they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
I think this guy is intentionally designed to be creepy and make you distrust him, so that you will, so that you will mistrust him. But I think he's actually a good guy. So here we are in the Cathedral Ward, finally, and with our newfound blood echoes from defeating Father Gascoigne, and we didn't really get that many. Holy shit! It was like 2,000 blood echoes. What the fuck? We are going to return to the Hunter's Dream and see if we can't level up. Alright. She's asleep. So now... Let's see. First things first. Get that off there and put the pebbles back on. Pebbles. Most important item in the game. Never forget that. That one wasted insight trying to summon. By the way, the NPC you can summon there is Father Gascoigne. He can help you out on the Cleric Beast before you fight him. Yeah. So. Now. Oh, right, okay. Let's see, what have we got? We've got one cold blood dude. We'll just use it. 350 echoes. Not much, but hey, whatever. Hey, doll.
Ah, welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Alright, looks like we can get one level. So, I'm gonna do health, I'm gonna do vitality, because vitality is lower right now. And I just want to work on those stats for the time. Wow, they're still easy to level.
Over time, countless hunters have visited this dream. The graves here stand in their memory. It all seems so long ago now. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Farewell, fair lady. And thank you. So I'm gonna go check and see if we can make an upgrade. Also, Gehrman's back here, so he's probably gonna tell us some important information. So now that we got the tool, we have the blood gem fortification tool. Unfortunately, we don't have any blood gems to fortify with. But that's okay. We'll get some soon. Don't you worry. Alright, let's see what's up, Gary.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion.
So basically, this is our introduction and prompt to go get one of the chalices for a chalice dungeon, which is an optional thing to do.
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say? one of attack.
So, that is the location. He's directing us to Old Yarmouth, basically. So, right here. If I hadn't wasted that insight, because as soon as I rang the bell, I got disconnected. And if that insight hadn't been wasted, I would be able to show you that the insight mission. But I can't. So I used quite a few Quicksilver bullets in that battle, and since my Quicksilver bullets are pretty low. Oh, and you'll notice something else. Since that battle, the price of blood vials and Quicksilver bullets has gone up. Okay, I probably should have bought Quicksilver bullets. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway. I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you did, you know what to do. Later, Internet.